Thanks for tuning in to Living Well Nutrition today. I'm Christy Hall, a board-certified holistic nutritionist, certified in integrative functional medical nutrition therapy, and a registered orthomolecular health practitioner. My area of focus is strategic medicine. That's where we take your health history plus your genetic profile, plus your diet, plus your lifestyle, and develop a personalized plan to maximize your health. And I've got a rant that I want to share with you today. I was driving down the road last week and heard it on the news that the Colorado legislature is working hard on a bipartisan healthcare issue in Colorado because they have come to realize now in October of 2017 that medical inflation isn't sustainable. Wow, really? It boggles my mind that I even heard that on the radio. This isn't a new problem. We've had medical inflation for years in this country. We've seen medical inflation rising since the 1950s. In the 1950s, people were concerned that we had 4.5% of our GNP spent on healthcare. And then in the 70s, medical inflation was such a concern that Congress addressed it. It became a hot topic again in the 1990s, and it's certainly a hot topic now, as Americans spend 17.8% of the GNP on healthcare. But it is not a new problem. We do have a problem with chronic disease in this country. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention has stated that the rising cost of healthcare isn't sustainable. The organization states as a nation, 75% of our healthcare dollars go to the treatment of chronic diseases. That's diseases like heart disease, stroke, cancer, diabetes, and arthritis are among the most common, costly, and preventable of all health problems in the U.S. More and more people are being diagnosed with not just one, but multiple chronic diseases. And the amount of time it would take a doctor just to spend managing all these diagnoses isn't possible. Duke University researchers totaled the time it would take for primary care doctors to manage America's top 10 chronic illnesses and estimated it would take 10.5 hours per day. Insurance premiums are continuing to rise for employees and employers. It's time for a paradigm shift in the way we view healthcare in this country. So what exactly is a paradigm shift? Well, it's a scientific revolution. It's a change in the way we see things. It's a change in the way we perceive the basic concepts. The CDC says that these costly diseases that are overwhelming our healthcare system are preventable. That means we need to shift our thinking from treating to preventing and healing. We need to rethink what healthcare is. Right now, what we define as healthcare is really early detection of diseases and then management of diseases. But healthcare can be a commitment to prevention through personal responsibility of diet and lifestyle. But the shift has to come from both the healthcare community and the consumer. The consumer can shift from, "Hey doc, what can you give me to make this symptom go away?" to, "What can I do to correct this imbalance in my body?" Physicians can shift from, "Here's your prescription," to, "I want you to see a nutritionist, a physical therapist, an acupuncturist, or other allied health professional to reverse this health trend." The benefit to the patient is better health. The benefit to the country is lower healthcare cost. The great thing about this shift in thinking is that we already have this information. We have decades of research that show us the way. We don't have to guess about how to reverse high blood pressure or high cholesterol or high blood sugar, or even how to prevent cataracts or to reduce our chances of getting cancer. We already know so much. You just need to tap into the professionals that have the knowledge and experience to help create a personalized health care plan for you. Now, Americans really like getting a pill for whatever is ailing them. But those pills don't fix the underlying problem, and neither can vitamins. We have to go farther than exchanging our prescription drug for a therapeutic dose of a nutrient. Now, I believe supplements can be a very important part of healing and restoring health, but you cannot out-supplement a bad diet. You must take care of the foundations of health first. Now, stay tuned for part 2 of this rant to find out what you can do to experience better health.